Hello, everyone. Welcome to our music and meditation program. It's so wonderful to be with you tonight in this very special meditation and music program. So we have a very special musician, Steve Day, will be with us tonight. And before the music, I would like to give you some information about the meditation and maybe some experience. We can have some experience together. My name is Arda Arslan. I am from San Diego. And I am married and I have two kids, 21 and 18 years old. I have one son and one daughter. We like to meditate all together as family. And I've been meditating nearly 25 years. And I'm enjoying it a lot. And I had many beautiful benefits from Saja Yoga. When I started to meditate, I was, I think, 23 years old. I was just graduated from the college and started a business life in a corporate. And it was so stressful. I didn't know how to handle that stress. And it was such a miracle that I found Saja Yoga and I learned how to handle it. So I hope also you can find some answers and some beautiful benefits tonight with our meditation. So can we start the presentation? I want to talk about the meditation first a little bit. Yes, so what is meditation? Meditation is a state of mind, a mind that is quiet from the thoughts about the challenges of the past, quiet about the anxieties of an uncertain future. So our mind is always thinking about the past or about the future. But when we meditate, we don't have any of those thoughts. And what we have the state of internal quietness is called thoughtless awareness. And on that state, we enjoy our today, our present time. So can we go to the next slide? Okay, benefits of meditation. So if we take a look at the benefits of meditation, it reduces the stress. We feel much peaceful. and it improves the attention and focus. And we start to live in the present. And it improves the health and immune system. But if you go back to stress, I want to talk about it a little bit, because it was my main point when I started Saja Yoga. As I said, I was only 23 years old, and there was a lot of stress in my life because of that corporate life, a lot of pressure on me. And I had to start to get some headaches and some maybe stomach pains, and I couldn't sleep well. And I went to a doctor, and he said, it is all because of stress. And he gave me some pills for for my stomach, one for sleeping well. And I was only 23. And I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? Am I going to get all those pills all my life? And I was so lucky. Only 1 week later, one of my friends gave me my self-realization. And my friend told me I have some stress in my third energy center. We will talk about it later, maybe. And if I can remove that stress from my third energy center, it will be okay. So only 3 days later, all my pains are finished, and I start to have a beautiful sleep. And so I said, I will never stop meditation. So since then, I've been meditating with all my family. So I don't know what is in your case, but everybody has a different reaction to stress. Some people have stomach pain, some people have headache, some people stop eating, some people, eat a lot. But whatever is the cause of the stress, if you meditate, it will be okay, and you will feel completely fine after you start to meditate. So can we go to the next slide? So this is our subtle body. So when we get stressed or some fears or some negative thoughts or some negative whatever, some negative maybe energy, some maybe anger, we all of those negative things affects this energy body. So if we can purify this energy body, all of these negative things will be gone. So how are we going to purify it? With meditation and with a miraculous energy within us. The name of this energy is Kundalini Mother. So this energy resides in our sacrum bone, which is at the bottom of our spine. And this energy awakens through self-realization and passes through all these 7 energy centers. They have all very important and beautiful qualities. And when she passes through all these energy centers, she enlightens these centers, and we feel the qualities of these centers in our life. So maybe we don't have time to go into deep all these centers and qualities tonight, but if you continue to meditate with us every day, you will have information about all these qualities and how to purify these energy centers, which we call chakras. So why we meditate? For me, one of the most important reason is Saja Yoga is very practical. You can meditate anywhere, anytime, and you can immediately feel the benefits, and you can immediately feel the Kundalini energy in our hands, in your palms, and you immediately feel the benefits of Saja Yoga in your health. But most of maybe the most important reason why we meditate is the founder of Saja Yoga, Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, known as the mother of peace in whole world. And she teaches us how to be peaceful within, and then we can be peaceful without. So can we go to the next slide? And she has many beautiful videos that you can watch online. You can just say Shri Mataji public program, and you can have those videos. And very interestingly, you can find answers to your questions in her videos. And she has many beautiful quotes, and I want to read a couple of them in here. For example, one of them, for source of peace and joy. Spirit is the source of peace. It is the source of joy. It is not a duality of happiness and unhappiness, but singular joy. And another one, enjoyment of life. The enjoyment of life is only possible if we could get connected to the spirit. And another one, innocence. An innocent person is really like a magnet, and he attracts the people towards himself, just like a flower attracts a bee towards itself. And another one, can we go a little below? World as one. Once you start growing in your self-realization, you develop such a personality that you see the whole world as one. So how beautiful, right? And now it's time to feel this energy, Kundalini energy in us. So can we go to the next slide? So this is how we meditate. It is very easy. We have 9 steps, and we can share this slide with you so you can easily experience it in your home. We will put our hands to certain places in our body. First in our heart, as you can see in the first one, and the second one on the lower abdomen. Always right hand on the left side. Right hand, you will move on your left side. So right hand on the heart, first one. The second one, right hand on the lower abdomen. And the third one, right hand on the, right hand on the upper abdomen, the second one. And the third one, right hand on the lower abdomen. And the fourth one, again, upper abdomen. And fifth one on the heart. On the sixth one, you will put your right hand between your neck and shoulder, right here. And you will turn your head to the right a little bit. And on the seventh one, you will put your right hand on your forehead. And the eighth one, you will put your right hand to the back of your head, and you will push your head to the back like this. And the last one, you will stretch your fingers, and you will, there is a soft bone on the top of your head, right here. And you put your right palm on that soft bone and massage in clockwise. You will press a little stronger. And then little over your head, 5 inches over your head, you will try to feel if there's a cool or hot breeze coming from your head to your hand. This is what we're gonna do tonight. So let's put our right hand on our hearts and let's close our eyes. If you close your eyes, you can put your attention better. So now your heart is under your hand. So try to put your attention on your heart. Now you will ask a very important question to yourself. Please repeat 3 times in your head. Am I the pure spirit? Now please move your hand to the upper abdomen, right hand on the left upper abdomen. Press a little bit so you can put your attention better. So now we will ask another important question 3 times. Am I my own master? Or you can say, am I my own teacher? Now, please move your right hand to the lower abdomen and press a little bit to your lower abdomen. Now, we will ask from our Kundalini energy Please say 6 times. Mother Kundalini, please give me pure knowledge and pure desire. Now let's go back to upper abdomen. Right hand on the left upper abdomen. And we will answer the question which we asked before. Please say 10 times. I am my own master. Now please move your hand to your heart, right hand on the on the left side of your chest, on your heart. Again, we will answer the question. Now please say 12 times. I am the pure spirit. Now, please put your right hand between your neck and shoulder and turn your head to right a little bit. Here, we will say several times, I'm not guilty for anything. When you are the spirit, there is nothing to feel guilty. So please say it with full heart. I am not guilty for anything. And now please move your hand to your forehead. Cover your forehead with your hand. Please do not think anyone or anything when you repeat these words. Just repeat it with full heart. I forgive everybody, everything. And especially I forgive myself. Please repeat it several times. Now please put your hand to the back of your head and move push your head a little bit back, like you are looking at the sky. And please say, oh divine power, please forgive me for all my mistakes, which I have done knowingly or unknowingly. And now, stretch your fingers and with your right palm, push on the top of your head to that soft bone and massaging clockwise. And when you massage, please say, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization and connection with the divine power. Push a little bit and keep attention on the top of your head. Now, 3 to 5 inches over your head. Move your hand a little up and try to feel if there is a cool or hot breeze coming from your head to your hand. You can move your hand a little up and try to understand if there is a cool breeze. Some people may feel a little higher. So you can move your hand to find that breeze. Now, please put your hand back on your lap, right hand on the lap, and let's try to feel this breeze with our left hand. Our left hand is over our head. And try to understand if there is a cool or hot breeze coming from our head to our hand. If you feel cool or hot, please keep in mind which hand do you feel cool and which hand do you feel warm. Now, please put your hand on your lap, both hands on the lap, but try to keep the attention on the top of your head, like your hand is still there. Keep your attention on the top and try to meditate for a couple of seconds and enjoy the moment. Now, please put your attention to your hands, to your fingers, fingertips, and try to understand if you feel tingling on any fingertip. If you feel it, please keep in mind which finger is tingling. Wonderful. Let's open our eyes and do namaste. If you felt the cool breeze or warm breeze on the top of your head, or if you felt any tingling on your fingertips, they have all different meanings. Please reach out to us and we will be more than happy to give you information about that. So now, after this beautiful meditation, Srimati always says that music and meditation, they are all made for together. So she says music has come out from God's love to us. Anything that is not for God's love is not music. One day the whole world will have the sense of music that not only entertains, but elevates you, takes you to higher realms of your existence. So there are few artists who practice this kind of music, which we call Indian classical music. And tonight, one of them is with us tonight, and his name is Steve Day. And Steve, are you there?
I'm here and about to go on video. Good evening, everybody.
Steve, would you like to give any information about what are going to play?
Yeah, just a little. It's called Rag Dadbadi, and this raga is an evening raga. It's traditional, played in the courts actually, for the royalty. And I think it's fitting because I believe when you have gone on a deep journey, as we all have, as you all have to be here tonight, then that is the true royalty. You may not be wearing red robes, you may not be wearing a crown, you may not have gold, but the true royalty is within, and all the riches are yours to find. So thank you for being here, and thank you for celebrating your treasure with us tonight in Rag Dadbadi.
Thanks so much. This was a wonderful performance. You're an amazing artist and amazing musician. I'm so happy to meditate with your music. My Kundalini is on the top of my head right now.
Sounds good to me. Well, it's always easy to play when you have the introductions of the Kundalini and the meditation, Sahaj meditation, such as Arda has been talking about and showing us. And it really works well, Indian music, with meditation. And I'm going to go over the sarod for just a few minutes. The sarod has 19 strings, and I'm also looking over at this screen here because some of the people in my network are also watching on my Facebook fan page here. So this is 19 strings, and a lot of them are just ringing with what I'm playing. So they're called sympathetic strings. They're right here. So these notes.
In my notes, it said you studied sarod in India for 3 years with legendary sarod player Ustad Amjad Ali Khan.
Yes, Amjad Ali Khan, the great legendary who's now has 2 sons who play sarod and also 2 grandsons. So
sarod is good for our Agya chakra, right?
The sarod is they have different instruments work for different chakras. The flute for the Vishuddhi and the sarod for the Agnya. So this being the theme of the Meditate Anytime series, forgiveness, and the time of the year, of course, for letting go of that which sticks in our minds. We want to let go of anything that kind of pulls us back. And this is the year. This is it. This is the time. This is the time of our lives. But we don't always have that going on. We don't always feel that. Sometimes the holidays bring up mixed emotions and different feelings, especially if we have to get together with people that we don't necessarily agree with, politically or otherwise. So, but that's all about what do we do? I mean, we're forced to let go. I mean, we can't fight over the Christmas tree, right? So or Hanukkah. I mean, we're lighting candles here. We're lighting candles for peace, and it's a time for the whole world, whatever tradition you're from, whether you're celebrating Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or just life together, just being a family, being together, just giving. You may not have any particular faith, but whatever it is, you can believe in just the power of giving, the power of love, and that is a higher power, and it's greater than what our thoughts can imagine. And so that's what this beautiful music and this meditation, Sahaja meditation, can allow us and can facilitate. It allows us, if we do it every day, to really let go and go beyond our minds and go into our heart space, which is where things are eternal, because our minds have fleeting thoughts that last a second, only like a flea living for a moment can just flitter across your mind and wreak havoc for a moment if you let it. But we don't want to let those little mosquito thoughts come into our minds, and if they do, we'll just let it buzz and let it go, because our hearts are the place where the river flows, where the music is, where our heart's desire lives. And so the sarod, and as I was saying, one more thing on the sarod, we pull the strings.
So America is something for me. Maybe you can play something very small, so maybe they can experience it, how sarod is opening the Agya chakra.
Sure. Yeah. The main thing is it opens the heart, and the heart opens the sasrar, and then we go right on through. It's kind of like an express line. I used to play rock and roll, and I still play guitar, and it's a wonderful instrument. You can bend the strings, and but when I found Indian music, I found I guess I could say a deeper path, a way to express myself in a different way, let's say. I wouldn't say it's higher or lower, but it is a way that is different, and it allows for more emotional space from a spiritual point of view, that being the eternal or timeless point of view, because these notes can be they can last as long as you want, and they have microtonal increments, so the emotions are very, very fine. And this is again what we wish for, right? We want to go beyond the rigid thoughts of our mind and what we think about others, what we think about politics, what we think about this and what we think about that, how much money we have and don't have. But these are all mental. We want to go into a deeper space. So, just as I was able to access this kind of emotional space in my life that I never thought I had, you can too. And you don't have to play music to do it. You can also meditate and just listen to the music and get to know the different instruments, get to know the ragas and all those great things. And so, the other thing is, and I don't know, in terms of time, this music, the sarod, can also link up to songs we might know. So I just wanted to play a couple songs that you might even recognize, Traveling west, we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Star of wonder, star of pride, star of beauty, beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy beautiful light. And then this one. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. Sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause sometimes words have two meanings. There's a tree by the brook and a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgivings. Buying stairway to heaven.
Was the best version that I had listened. So
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
And
well, it's all related to the raga. It's related to Rag Darbadi, and it happens that these songs are also connected to the same mood as this raga, this great, incredible piece of music that is ancient and therefore is like a fountain or a river or an ocean of musical grace that other traditions like Christmas carols and rock and roll, other traditions have borrowed from without them necessarily knowing it. I don't know if the composer of We Three Kings or if Jimmy Page and Robert Plant and Led Zeppelin, whether they knew that they were using Rag Darbadi or not. But in any case, this is the connection that we have, and it's a beautiful way to. It's beautiful to recognize that incredible connection, and this is the depth of the music. And you asked earlier, well, how does the sarod and how does Indian classical music, how does it open up our Agnya chakra? Well, I mean, it really is beyond thought. It's the only real way that you can play these notes. And as you go into a deeper meditative state, it's the only real way you can listen to them. And, definitely the only way that I ever went from being a guitar player to a sarod player was through meditation and through the grace of all that has happened. In my case, I was able to meet Srimataji and travel with Srimataji, and she gave me the advice and guidance, and also introduced me to this great master who said Amjad Ali Khan, who is an incredible sarod player, legendary master, as is his family of sarod players, 8 generations deep. So never could have done that from where I started. I just paid a little bit of attention to my desire and what I was truly looking for in my life, and then made a good choice to start the meditation, and then one step led to the other, and I found myself playing 19 strings instead of 6, and living a life in India, in the East, which I could never even have dreamed, could never have even been beyond my wildest dreams. I grew up in the West, so I had no clue as to what was India and what was the East even. I mean, the most I could have at that point even realized was I knew a little bit of sitar music because of the Beatles, and I might have had Indian food a couple times, but everything changed. So this is the miracle of our lives, and miracle of music, miracle of Sahaj.
what a wonderful journey. This is an amazing journey within and with music. And also, I'm sure maybe some people have some questions, but I want to share a very special connection with your music and with my, Sahaj journey. I was in those days, I'm from Turkey. I was in Turkey in those years, around 2000, and your album came out. I think the name is The Road, and it was a beautiful album that we were listening every day, because you harmonize the Eastern music and Western music so beautifully together. And all my friends, they were all enjoying it a lot. So in these days, we were not knowing each other very well, but I knew your music very well. So because I was listening it every day. And
Yeah.
so you have so many albums. Maybe you can give some. I'm sure people want to know more about your music, and you have awards, you have albums, and can you give us some information about that?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can read it all in those links. There's a story. There's definitely a story. There's an aspect of what I've been through, which is a Hollywood story where I was fortunate enough to come back. On my travels, I met a music producer who introduced me to a company in London that produces music for TV and film. And I was able to compose in big studios in India as well as in London with an orchestra and, a lot of good musicians. And so I created a couple albums of music that I think that's what you're referring to, that I think, yeah. Yes. And it plays on the world, all over the world as we speak. I love this example, is like at this very moment, somewhere on some TV show or some film somewhere in the world, I don't know where, there is music that I created plane, and that's a kind of a cool feeling. There's no doubt about it. It was a lucky break, as all of these things were. It was a blessing. It kept me going. It got me to Los Angeles, and then I was able to play and compose in some films and things like that. So that's one story. But the real story, I think the real story, because every story that matters is one of transformation. Because, I was really lost. At one point, I was seeking, I was in college. I had left, the protection of my parents' home, in a sense, right? You get to be a certain age, and then, you kind of have to figure it out. And all the chips are down. I had a good scholarship in a great university and getting good grades, but something was missing. There was a gap in my life, and that was so deep that I couldn't continue. I had to discover what was calling me, and I couldn't take no for an answer. I couldn't compromise and live a half-hearted life. So I left. I was 21, and I thought gypsies might have the answers. So I went to Portugal and Spain, and I lived in Portugal and Spain for 9 months. And I tried to join a band of gypsies. I did my best, but it turns out they weren't interested in a disenfranchised youth from North America. And I left after they stole my guitar, and they sold me a motorcycle that was more like a moped. So, a little bit disheartened after 9 months of chasing my gypsy dream, I returned to school, and that's where I had a choice between I started to look into Indian mythology, different types of readings and seeking books. And I did see a poster of Shimadaji, and at first I didn't follow the call. I kept reading books, and I kept looking at other paths. But when I came down to it, I had to choose, do I go to this meeting at the end of the semester, or do I go to this other group that basically described very similar things, oneness and connecting to the oneness. But the other group, it cost $100, and I was a student, and I was thinking, well, I don't have $100 to pay for this, and I just want to try it out. And so, at that time, fortunately, I chose to go to the Sahaj meeting like this, and like in this meeting, we had the raising of the Kundalini. And then, within a few months, I met Srimataji, and she started to guide me on various ways. And one step after another, many years later, I was in India studying, and then flying first class across the world to play music concerts with Srimataji. So these are kind of incredible stories that we don't have time to go into now, but
Which you can
they're
share us
miracles.
one. That's how Shimataji inspired you. Little bit
I'll tell you what. What I'll do is because we don't have a lot of time, is I'll do a song that is kind of incorporates all of it together. It's
Okay.
it's called One Way Ticket, and the reason I play this song is because it is Christmas, so I'm going to put this on there. It is the holiday season. The thing is, when it comes down to it, let's face it, we're all human, and we're all, no matter what we achieve, whether it be in a meditation group, or whether it be in Sahaj Yoga, or at our jobs, or just by walking in the woods with our families and having a great time camping, however we connect to our dreams, however we connect to solving our problems, that's what's human. I mean, that's our valid place to be, and we're all connecting and all working our best things out every day and every week of our world and of our lives. And so on this particular case, I call it, we all, so therefore what I'm saying is we all need a way, a method, or a sense of how to get through and get in touch with our deeper emotions, and also a way to navigate these deeper waters. Just tuning up here for a second. And so I call it surrender, and I also call it the one-way ticket. And we'll finish with this. It's the one-way ticket to paradise is a song I wrote last summer. And it's about a lot of things, but ultimately it's about seeing eye to eye, in my case with my father, and many people have different experiences. They may have to see eye to eye with their spouses. They may want to see eye to eye with their children. They may be missing something in their lives, which makes it difficult for them to forgive and let go of maybe a loved one who passed before they got to say that special thing to them. Whatever the case may be, we all have situations and things in our life that we just need to let go. And so surrender is the way. And I call it the one-way ticket. So instead of calculating your journey, these days, wherever I go now, I just buy a one-way ticket. And I buy a one-way ticket there, and then I buy a one-way ticket back. And I find it's more flexible. And I get to stop at a lot of places and learn about a lot of things and meet a lot of people. And so this time was no different. I took a one-way ticket to New York from LA through Las Vegas. And the next thing I know, I felt like I had to go to Australia to see my daughter. And I did. I took a one-way ticket to Australia, and I took one back, and I stopped in Sydney and played in Sydney. And then I got to see my parents because I felt like I just needed to. I was really letting myself go and surrendering. So I met my parents in Vancouver. And that's where I had this eye-to-eye meeting with my father, and in a place, so we resolved something that, really hasn't been resolved for most of my life. And so it's a very personal song for me, but hey, that's what songs are all about. And that's what live music is all about, getting something special from an artist. So feel free to let me know how it goes in the chat, and if you enjoyed the meeting, if you enjoy the vibrations, the Sahaj meditation, and if you can relate it all to this song, One Way Ticket. Just brought me down. Now the lights have turned to get on out of this town. Last flight to Vegas, Rocket Man piano bar. No one to tuck me in, I'll follow the morning star. One-way ticket to paradise. Ticket sure feels nice. A one-way ticket, so they say. Take you home again in a better way. Bring you home again in a better way. Down your weary head in the sacred secret land. A friend from college will lend you a helping hand. Ignite the empire that lives within your soul. It's time to rein it in and put on another show. Whoa, whoa. One-way ticket to paradise. One-way ticket, it sure feels nice. One-way ticket, so they say. We'll bring you home again in a better way. Bring you home again in a better way. When all that does divide us melts into the silence, you see the beauty in your Father's eyes. When all the birds do sing the song for everything, it's in your mind. It's in your mind. midnight portal to the painted electric dawn. Curtain rises on the theater of the twice born. She gives you wisdom, you've known it all along. And when the wheels touch down, she's playing your favorite song. A one-way ticket to paradise. One-way ticket, it sure feels nice. One-way ticket, so they say. Bring you home again in a better way. Bring you home again in a better way. Get you one-way ticket to paradise. On the buses, laddie, we'll be leaving in 5 minutes. Get your tickets. Get your one-way ticket to paradise. Le train départ en 10 minutes. Prenez vos billets. Get your one-way ticket. United Flight 108 will be boarding immediately. The flight is leaving in 20 minutes. Get your one-way ticket. Get your one-way ticket to paradise. Sure feels nice.
Thanks so much, Steve. If you want to hear more Steve's music, please go to his website and you can hear more of his music and albums. And please stay with us please connect with us to our website. And for coming days, we will have more beautiful music programs and meditations. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We are sending you so much love in this